Hmm. Good afternoon, everyone. Tracy Fines, your flipping queen, and welcome to Flipping Fridays presentation. I'm going to talk to you today all about this amazing world of investing in real estate and how you should be doing this if you want to change your life. This is the absolute best way to change your lifestyle, upgrade your life, 10x your life, build your net worth, grow your wealth. And it when you have the money that investing can give you, you're able to do those things that are on your bucket list. Maybe it's travel around the world. Maybe travel is, what you love. Maybe it's sending your kids to college. Maybe it's, I don't know, getting on that flight that Elon Musk is building for going to Mars or the moon or whatever the heck he's doing. Like, there's lots of reasons why you want to build your wealth, and it gives you the flexibility and the options of doing whatever it is you want to do. And I mean, can you help more people in the world if you have lots of money? Sure, you can. So if that is something that you want, is to, like I do, I want to make the world a better place. I want to help as many people as I can. And money allows me to help a lot more people. If I'm poor and broke, I can't really help a lot of people. I can only, donate my time. But when you have money, you can actually do a lot more. You can actually use the money to get a lot of people to like not volunteer, but to work and help others. So money can definitely, not only give yourself a better lifestyle, but it can really help a lot of people. So my mentor says to me is that this is going to catch you off guard probably, but my mentor says to me that if you're not wealthy, you're selfish. So I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. But isn't that an interesting concept? Because he is, as he says to me, if you are not wealthy, you cannot help a lot of people. So you're selfish. So it is our responsibility to build our wealth and be wealthy so that we can help more people on the planet. That's our social responsibility. So I find that a very, very good spot to leave with you on, or lead with you on what I'm going to talk about today, which is making offers on a property that you think is going to be a great opportunity for making money. And I want to talk about this because I am not just a talking head here. I am actually walking the talk, and I am doing what I mentor people about, and that is flipping properties. So I am currently offering today, actually, on a property, and it's really exciting. And I want to share with you some of the things that go on when one is negotiating a deal. Okay. And I love the art of negotiation. And believe me, I may not be patient in a lot of ways, but I am so patient when it comes to putting a deal together. So, number one point is be patient. Okay. You do not have to rush to find a great opportunity. You do not have to rush. If the opportunity is as good as you think it is, yes, you do need to take action towards that goal, but you do not have to hurry. When you hurry, you can make mistakes. Okay. And yeah, I mean, it depends on your market. Sometimes you are in a hot market where you can't just take, hours and hours to think about it, and day, maybe even like a day or over the weekend. Oh, I'm going to think about this property before I put an offer in. Sometimes you do have to act really quickly. because it is a hot market. And I have been in bidding wars. And as an example, one of the bidding wars that I was in is actually this house that I'm sitting in right now. It is a project of mine. I am living here, which is another clue that I'm sharing with you, is that sometimes I do live. I mean, it doesn't matter where I live, I'm always going to be flipping or renovating that property where I live. Now, maybe I'm not going to sell it right away. I am going to enjoy it maybe for longer than I would on a normal flip. But this is the lifestyle that I have chosen to lead, and I love it. And that's, one of the reasons why I call my whole platform Flipping Great Life, because I get to create over and over again, and I get to live in it, enjoy it, and then when I want to, I sell it and do another one. And it is an amazing way to live your life. You always get sort of a new place, sort of with all the fresh bells and whistles of the current technology and the current design trends and all that kind of stuff. So I just happen to like it. I'm actually going to be tearing this house down, but I digress. So I want to get back to this other property that I am about to offer on. And I have been in negotiation now with the seller and the listing agent for probably, I'm going to say 2 weeks. I gave them an offer back 2 weeks ago, and they would not agree to giving me vacant possession. It's a big deal. So it's a property with about 9 units right now, and it's a big, it's like a big mansion. It's a big house, and it used to be very, very grand. And over the course of time, trends change and markets change, and this particular property was converted into a multifamily residential. And now the trends have changed again and again. Like, this is one of the things that you look for in whatever area you're working in, is what are the trends. And the trends changed again in this area, and the multifamily dwellings are getting converted back to single family dwellings. It's such an amazing world to me that everything does seem to come full circle. So I offered on this property, and of course I have very fancy conditions that I put on there, and I want to explain those to you, because you will want to have very customized conditions on your offers, because you're doing something different than a regular buyer. You're not just taking a property as is and going to keep it as is. If you're a flipper, you're going to take a property and you're going to invest money into it. You're going to improve it, and then you're going to 10x that return on your investment. So this property, I'm going for over 100% return on my money, which is what I normally do. And I believe this is a good one for that. So I will be patient, because currently there's existing tenants in this property, and I don't want tenants, because I want vacant possession on closing. I want to be able to go in there with my sledgehammer on the day that I take possession and, take photographs. No, I'm just joking. Yes, I'll take photographs and video of my process, but I want to go in there on day one and get to work, because every day that I own that property costs me money in carrying costs. So I want to get busy on work. Now, if there's a tenant that refuses to leave for some reason, that's a complication that I don't want. So one of my conditions on the original offer was I get vacant possession on closing. And the seller would not agree to that, because in my opinion, I don't know for sure, but in my opinion, I think they already realize that they may have difficulties getting tenants out. Here, where I am in Toronto, Canada, tenants have a lot of clout when it comes to whether they have to whether they get evicted or not. So it's not 100% in the favor of landlords. It is really in the favor here in my city, unfortunately, for the tenant. Not good when you want to have no tenants. Sometimes there might be a hanger on who might give you difficulties. So they refuse to sign my offer, and I refuse to waive that condition. So it's basically a stalemate. Now, I've been negotiating and talking to the listing agent saying, okay, like, how can we remedy this? What's the remedy for this? So there's got to be something we could do. And he was going to talk to his lawyer, and of course I was going to talk to my lawyer, and the seller was going to talk to their lawyer and see if there was a way to bring this deal together which would be satisfactory for all of us. And apparently nobody was getting any kind of remedy. So the deal sort of sat there, not having anything happen to it. So just for the last, I'd say, week and a half, it's just been a no movement, nothing going on. Now, I want to share with you how patience can really generate creativity. So what happened now is that a couple of days ago, I was just doing my workout and doing my, thinking, because like thinking is very important, to take time every day to just think. And I was just thinking, and I came up with a creative, I think, solution for this problem. And so what I thought of is that I could ask for basically agreements in my offer. So make the offer conditional on the seller getting an agreement from each and every tenant. And there's a special form that our governing body has for that, and get all of the tenants to sign that agreement. And basically, it's not vacant possession necessarily on closing, but let's say if there is a tenant that is giving difficulties leaving, then I, as the new owner, would basically be able to go to a court right away and get an eviction, have the sheriff come and basically put them out. So it would be a pretty fast remedy in the event that one of the tenants decided to not leave. So I am working on that right now. I am going to submit that after my presentation here, and I am going to see if we can come to an agreement today. It's a very exciting project, and it's about a $3.6 million house, and I will put into it about $1.2 million in renovations. So it's like building practically a new house. It's a beautiful house. It's going to be stunning, and it's about 4,500 square feet right now, and it's in downtown in the high-end neighborhood, which is very close to, Yorkville, which is where all of the stars hang out when they come for the Toronto Film Festival, and it's just a really Tony area of the city, and it does command pretty good prices. So in the end, we should be able to sell this property for $6.5 million and basically make about $1.7 million profit. And I think I have it at about 113% return on investment in the end. So this is all going to happen within a year. So we would close next February and do the work over the summer, and we may even be able to put it back on the market in the fall if we get it going fast enough. We could turn it around at quicker timing, but it's probably approximately a year project. So, we'll see what happens, how things go, because as I've said so many times in this real estate renovation flipping world, shit happens all the time, and you open up walls and like, whoa, what's that? What, I was not expecting that. So I am going to submit this afternoon. So patience, very important, and also giving yourself time to think every day. And that's part of my morning routine. And I talk about it a lot on Mindset Mondays. Morning routine is key for your success. And for me, that's where my creative thought happened, was in my morning routine this week. So this opportunity is back on the table, and I'm excited to see what happens with it. This is a project that I have opened up to my membership group, and I am letting my members come into this opportunity with me and joint venture and learn and joint venture and make a bunch of money at the same time. So it's very exciting. I really, this is like my inaugural joint venture with my members group that I just created this year. And we are pumped and excited to do this. And I can't wait to share the wealth with everybody and change a bunch of people's lives. So I'm Tracy Fines. Thank you for joining me today. This is the Flipping Thursdays presentation, and I am your flipping queen. I am happy to share my knowledge and wisdom with you each and every week on Mindset Mondays at noon and on Flipping Thursdays at noon. And I will be coming to you live each and every week to inspire and motivate and help you grow. So I love that you're here, and I thank you so much for joining me today. Bye.